Morning and good afternoon to some of you who might be on the East Coast here. Just switched over to about 12:01. Others in the other time zones. I'd say good morning. This is Mike Chupko, of course. I am the Director of Education here at Power Options. And today we're going to be joined by Kurt Frankenberg, who's going to walk us through the radioactive trading principles, ideas, and concepts. Good morning, Kurt. How are you doing?
Good morning, Mike. I'm fine. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, sir. I can hear you perfectly fine.
Happy day.
Happy day. For those of you that don't know, Power Options is the premier search tool for self-directed options investors. We support over 23 different strategies, covered calls, credit spreads, and of course married puts and collar spreads, which are very important to what we're going to be discussing here this afternoon. Power Options was created by Ernie Renner 11 years ago. He was an engineer at Hewlett-Packard and Agilent, and when he retired, he'd been trading covered calls for maybe 15, 20 years. So when he retired, he got together with one of his computer programmers from Hewlett-Packard, and they designed a tool that would help them search and scan across the universe of options to find only those positions that matched specifically what they wanted to see. Now, over time, he'd been trading covered calls for many years, and he always knew that one of the problems with covered calls is that there are times when the stock is going to drop faster then you can roll the call down. So even though you've got a stock position that's generating income, there's always that risk. I mean, you're still 97% at risk on the position. The stock can always go to zero. And this was, very prevalent in the last 5 or 6 months. Many mutual funds, portfolios are down 40, sometimes some of them even 50%. From where they started at the beginning of the year with the recent crash that we've seen. We here at Power Options were fortunate enough to come across Kurt Frankenberg and radioactive trading about a year or so ago. And
it's been about a year.
Yeah. It's been about a year, that's right. And when we first started viewing his webinars and talking with Kurt, Ernie saw the great benefit of using these radioactive techniques to protect the positions, protect the stock, still be in a position to take advantage of the unlimited potential gain on the stock, but never be at risk for more than single-digit losses. I've been using these methodologies for the past 8 months or so. Ernie's been using them as well, and I can't say enough, and I can't, say enough to thank Kurt for being able to work with Kurt and discovering this methodology. It's greatly protected a lot of the positions I've been in. Ernie will admit freely that his radioactive positions over the last several months are up about 5 to 6%, while the rest of his mutual funds and other positions he's been holding are down at least 40%. So this is a great way to protect, and that's what Kurt is going to talk to us about today, how to set up these positions and some of the concepts of trading radioactively. So Kurt, again, thank you very much, and take it away, sir.
Alrighty. Well, thanks, Mike, for that introduction. I'm going to start off with a series of polls, and we're going to poll the listeners all throughout the presentation, and one of the reasons for that is not just so that we know about you, and we do want to know who we're speaking to, and that enables Mike and I to kind of adjust the presentation as we go. For example, if we've got nothing but sophisticated options traders, we're going to be talking about more complex terms, okay? And if we have some ranked beginners, we're going to need to speak in such a way that it works for everyone. But most importantly, these polls are going to help us to do what's called the Socratic method of teaching, where, for example, you come to the conclusions by answering questions, okay? So this first one is so that I can know what level of involvement we have right now with radioactive trading. And Mike, I don't see that up on my screen. Does it come up on yours?
Yes.
Do you see the poll?
Yes, that's right. The poll is up, Kurt.
Okay, good. We just want to know the current involvement of our folks that are listening in right now and participating in the webinar. Oh my goodness, somebody said radioactive trading is better than cheese in a can. When's the seminar? Very nice. Got just a few of our votes in, and I'll mention that as soon as you cast your vote, then you'll see the screen that I have up, and I'll just talk to that screen right now. There's different levels of participation in radioactive trading. You can certainly get a lot of our free products. There's the Sketch, for example, a 9-page white paper that I wrote. Some folks are indicating that they've already read it, but not everybody maybe has, so you can get that at radioactivetrading.com. You can also get it at Power Options at powerup.com. The Blueprint, of course, is our flagship product. It's a book that's taken myself and a team of editors and writers and helpers to produce this latest version. It's a product of 7 years of recording this type of trading and along the way learning some lessons. Okay, and then Fishing is where you get to look over my shoulder and see what I'm doing in the market, and also perhaps what some other members are doing. I'm going to go ahead and close the poll. We've got most of our votes in. Not everybody did vote, but we got most of our votes in. I'm going to share the results. Whoops. Hang on. This is a little squirrely tool here. Okay. Hide the result. Wait. Share the results. That's what I want to do, share the results. Okay. Can you see that, Mike?
Yes, you're good.
Okay, so we got everybody has an idea of what radioactive trading is. Nobody said what's radioactive trading. Looks like 22% read the sketch, 22% are thinking of getting the blueprint. 44% have the blueprint already. Super. And we'll be talking about Fishing and the value of a Fishing membership here in the course of the next hour and 25 minutes. Really, what this webinar is going to be about. It's not a hour-long or hour-and-a-half-long commercial for buying the blueprint, okay, or for getting Fishing. It's to explain some concepts and so forth that can make you money, like now, okay. But we are going to do a little advertisement. It's going to be about 3 minutes worth of advertisement, and about whatever that is from 90, 87 minutes of meat and potatoes. Okay, and somebody out there said radioactive trading is better than cheese in a can. Thanks a bunch. I appreciate that. Okay, I'm going to hide the results, and hopefully we're back here. Here's why radioactive trading exists. It's because I went completely broke using the highly speculative method of trading covered calls that I learned in a seminar back in 1999. The covered calls trading guru told me that I needed to be in issues that were $5 to $18 a share. He said I need to buy them on margin to really crank and turbocharge my returns, and I needed to search for the kinds of options that were going to return the very best premium, which if they return the very best premium, Mike, what does that also mean?
Well, they also have a higher potential of going very erratic on you.
Yeah, volatility is the term, and guess what? I got cleaned out. Stock that I had bought at $17.50 a share, I had sold a $20 April 1999. I sold an April 1999 $20 call option against it for $3, and there was only 3 weeks remaining.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that should have been a red flag to me, but I didn't know anything then. All I knew was what my covered call guru taught me, and one day, that stock that I purchased for $17.50 opened at $9 a share and was going down from there. My broker called me and says, "Kurt, what do you want to do?" So, anyway, all but $400 of my life savings completely evaporated, and I found out, I determined the fact that, that money didn't go, it didn't just disappear. It went somewhere. Okay, it didn't just evaporate. That money went somewhere. And I determined that I wanted to understand where it went and also how I could capture it, and also maybe how I could be on the other end to where I'm not losing, but I'm winning by the volatile movements of the stock market, okay? So we want to learn how to make money by way of positioning ourselves properly, and what I like to call stock insurance. Not a lot of folks know that you can buy stock insurance, but looks like everybody on the line does, because we're all radioactive traders, okay? And that there's ways to take money out 9 different ways, and at least a few of these ways I've discovered from my members. They've written in me and told me what they've done with radioactive trading. Where does it begin? Well, it begins with risk managed, okay? We limit our positions to just a single-digit percentage loss, which is better than any stop order can do for you. Okay, but then we're also positioned for growth, and we can take current income, as I mentioned, 9 different ways. Okay, it's truly a complete trading system. Is it right for you? I don't know. If if all you're concerned about is safety, I'd say maybe put your money into T-bills or gold or something like that. But if you're interested in positioning yourself for growth, radioactive trading is one of the best solutions. Okay, here's the setup